The Battle of Mulleriyawa, the Roar of Sitawaka. Sri Lanka has witnessed many fierce battles throughout its history, but few were as intense and decisive as the Battle of Mulleriyawa in 1562. It was not just a fight for land, it was a struggle for survival, a battle that would shake the power of the Portuguese in the island forever. At the time, the Portuguese controlled the coastal regions of Sri Lanka and were hungry to expand inland. But in their path stood the formidable King Mayadunne Sitawaka and his fiery son, Prince Tikiri Bandara, later known as the legendary Rajasinghe I. Determined to crush the growing power of Sitawaka, the Portuguese forces marched towards the heart of the kingdom. However, they had underestimated their enemy. Tikiri Bandara, a master of guerrilla warfare, was waiting for them. The dense jungles and marshlands of Mulleriyawa, near Colombo, became the perfect battlefield. As the Portuguese advanced, the Sitawaka army launched a sudden ambush. Hidden in the shadows, the Sinhalese warriors struck with precision, using swords, arrows, and spears. The Portuguese, burdened by heavy armor and unfamiliar with the terrain, struggled to fight back. The battle quickly turned into a nightmare for the invaders. Tikiri Bandara's forces used psychological warfare, cutting off enemy retreat and making terrifying war cries that echoed through the jungle. The Portuguese soldiers, confused and terrified, began to fall back. As waves of Sitawaka warriors charged relentlessly, the Portuguese suffered one of their bloodiest defeats in Sri Lankan history. Thousands of their soldiers perished, their bodies sinking into the marshy battleground. Those who survived fled in desperation, their dreams of inland conquest shattered. The Battle of Mulleriyawa was more than a victory, it was a turning point. It proved that the mighty European forces could be defeated by local Sinhalese warriors. The once feared Portuguese, who had dominated the coasts, now realized they were vulnerable. The battle weakened Portuguese influence in Sri Lanka, paving the way for future resistance. And in the jungles of Mulleriyawa, where so many had fallen, the legend of Tikiri Bandara was born, a warrior prince who dared to challenge an empire and made history with the roar of Sitawaka.